Hello, Peter Loggins here, doing my usual late check-in for this vlog. So, slightly less hectic today. Only the one telephone appointment, which was, well, it was a long appointment. So this person is like a holistic health coach, I think is a job title. She's I don't know if that's the right title at all, actually. But she like helps me with like diet advice and life, and you know, she's not like a fully fledged psychologist, but she sort of helps with kind of stuff adjacent to that, basically. So yeah. So she's sort of helping me think of ways to lose weight and sort of what I can do, what sort of changes I can make to my diet and sort of things like that, and thought processes around food and you know, how I can make better choices and that sort of stuff. So she was telling me, you know, I'm supposed to eat, try and have more protein and fibre and right kind of fats, and less carbohydrates, stuff like pasta and rice. But also stuff like porridge oats, apparently you're not supposed to have. Because they all trigger the hormone that tells your body to retain fat. Yeah, apparently it stops your body from burning fat as a fuel source, or something like that, apparently. So yeah, I just need to start making incremental changes to my diet and try and change a few things about, and you know, see how we go. I need to try and find higher protein breakfasts, I think was the key takeaway. But she did talk quite a lot. I think it was like an hour and 40-minute phone call or something like that. So it was a long old phone call, and it was yeah, I was starting, my brain was starting to brick up a little bit, and wasn't really taking in much information towards the end of it, but yeah, I feel like it could have been a much shorter phone call, but you know, there was some good information in it, so it wasn't too, you know, wasn't entirely awful, but yeah, it did feel like it could have been a lot shorter, just because it was a lot to take in. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, Mum came round and helped me with a few bits and pieces to do with chores and stuff. So yeah, managed to sweep the floor and do some stuff in the kitchen. So yeah, seems like a semi-productive-ish day. And then went to my aunt's for my usual German stuff. We've been going through an old exam paper, an old GCSE exam paper over last week and this week. So I don't know if there's anyone who does GCSE's, what was it, General Certificate of Secondary Education. So it's like the exams you take at 16. For anyone, I don't know if anyone outside of the UK watches this, but these vlogs, but GCSEs are your exams you take at 16, which used to be, I think it's changed recently. Like 16 was like the end of mandatory education. I think it changed where you've got to stay in education until you're 18, I think. I might be misremembering that, so don't quote that, but GCSEs was like where you stopped, or could stop, and then you either did A-levels, which were the sort of exams you took you had AS levels and A-levels, which was what you took at 17 and 18 before you went to university, and then you could do like other qualifications at 17 and 18 and go on to university from there. But anyway, beside the point. So yeah, I mean, it was a pretty easy exam that I did. I think it was like a foundation tier, so I think that's like the lowest level GCSE that you could do, and I think it was fairly straightforward. It wasn't too difficult. So yeah, it's kind of a good kind of yardstick to sort of measure where my German ability is, and it wasn't, it was fairly straightforward. It wasn't that difficult, to be fair. So it's a start. we've been working through this book, The Key to German Grammar for Key Stages 3 and 4. So, try and think. That's like GCSE, so it's like GCSE and A levels, I think. Up to GCSEs. Gives support to the study of German at all levels of preparation up to GCSE. So it's like where you should be, where your German skills should be at sort of 16-ish. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm coming up on, I've been doing Duolingo, German on Duolingo for like 4 years, and I'm just sort of going, round and round the course again, because I've done all the I've done all the lessons on Duolingo that are available, and started dipping into other languages as well. But yeah, I'm far from fluent in German, but I can understand what people are saying, or most of what people are saying, when they speak to me. When they speak to me in German, and my reading skill is kind of okay. It's just the ability to have a conversation where my German speaking skills let me down a little bit. So yeah. So yeah, it's one of them days. It's been pretty busy, but yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. I haven't really got an awful lot on Thursdays. I go to see my dad tomorrow. I usually go see my dad on Thursday evenings for dinner. So yeah. Other than that, just doing my games design course. Try and do a few hours of that in the mornings. Just while I'm kind of fresh and, well, semi-fresh, I should say. Yeah. So yeah, I'm probably going to bed now, seeing as it's coming up on midnight. But yeah, that's my plan for tomorrow, basically. So yeah, ta-ta for now. I shall see you tomorrow morning.